Welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. A top 8 showdown, both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you walk into Kyle Field in College Station, Texas, it is so dynamic. From the traditions, the cheering, the crowd in unison. It is straight up and down of electric Aggie pride. This is one of the most unique places you can ever watch a college football game, and we expect it to be just as loud and energetic here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Bussey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
I love the offense coming out being aggressive on the first play of the game. They're trying to take momentum right away, but the defense was waiting, and they were ready, and they get the interception. You can't start a ball game better than the way the defense just did there.
I'm about to say, the defense loves that they came out like that, too. Like, expecting the pass, played the pass, made the first big play in this ball game, the very first play of the game.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. The screen, he can go. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running inside, it's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll ride the running back here. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Reed. It's complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Stay up. Motion from the wideout. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Good timing on the quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. On the move. Makes it past the marker. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense
makes the grab in their space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And this offense early, man, just clicking on all cylinders, right? Like, great job putting play after play together. Play that works with the next one, that works with the next one. And it's been a clinic on this drive so far.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Kill. 776 captain.
Throwing Reed. Here's a heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Reed. on target. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dante Moore. On the move, he fires. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's open on the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. First play of the period, 1st down here. Gets the back moving. Throwing more. Oh, he wants it all. Wide open, he makes the catch. All the way. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Reed puts it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Reed. They're working that left side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Why do they call it a curl route? You see the wide receiver, he stems to the top of his break, and when he breaks, he curls back towards the football, finds the little hole in the zone. Great throw by the quarterback to hit him.
The Aggies come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inch,
it's a fumble! And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's Reed to throw. Pocket breaking down. Being chased. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The run inside. It's Davison. At the 40, there he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Moore. He's going for it all. Got it. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Going to the run, it's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And right down the middle.
Number 97, set to kick off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And now this offense will take the field again. Moore with the play fake. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Pressure coming. Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Owens. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Nothing the Aggies love more than saying howdy with a strong running game.
Yeah, how do you like that first down? How do you like that ground game? Like, that's what they've got to be built on. They got to have that toughness. When the Aggies have that toughness is when you see that their best teams are competing at a high level.
Now on first down from the 30. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Reed. Under fire. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his own.
From the gun on third down, Reed. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you gotta make on third down.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running inside, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Got the back over the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Now here's Moore. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Aggies. The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half, but you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's more to throw. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Snag just plowing ahead. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bussey. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Reed. It's complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry that this quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Finds a man in the middle. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Reed. Complete to the left. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. The give on the counter. And he takes this one back to the line of scrimmage, a rather anticlimactic end to the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Dante Moore. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Moore from the gun on third down. Tight end finds a soft spot. All by himself down the middle. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Throwing more. Just a short pass to the tight end. No more room to run as this defense rises up on third down, and now it's fourth down from the 22. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Absolute shame. Missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Here's Reed to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Sends it back in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Reed. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
The defense has been all over this quarterback all game long. It's almost as if they know where he's going to throw. That now, the 3rd interception he's thrown.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Moore. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
QB got it himself. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The run inside. It's Morrow. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Reed fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Makes the grab, and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Extra point here will tie the game.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Running inside, it's Hill. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the third quarter. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. On the gun, on third down, Dante Moore. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so put him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the fourth quarter, an opportunity to move on top. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Throwing Reed. He's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Listen, QBs and wide receivers got to be on the same page, and you got to know when to throw that curl route. It's got to be on time, right when the wide receiver breaks, the DB can't catch up. Nice job, QB and wide receiver, being on the same page, getting some positive yards.
In the gun, third down, Reed. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ballgame.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Oregon! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it's Owens. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Reed. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Here's more to throw. Fires quickly. And they bring him down quickly, but a good game there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minute.
Fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Here's Reed to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Reed. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You know, it's funny because that play worked out well, so the offensive coordinator, he looks like a genius. But if it didn't work well, everybody's yelling, wow, that's a conservative call. What are you doing? It's third down.
Reed rushes on him, trying to buy time. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen. Nobody open downfield. You just dump it down to him and let the guy go to work, pick up a huge play, and help this offense get in position to win the game.
In the gun on third down, Moore. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morrow. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
2:14 close. 2:14 close.
Throwing Reed. Got him. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Boy, you complete a pass like that, Jesse, get into plus territory, and now the defense starts feeling the heat.
And in these situations, coaches always tell their quarterback, just get a completion, get the drive going so we can get some momentum, put the defense on their heels as we try to move into field goal range.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
And, man, that's just something you don't want to see a lot of as a defense, man. You don't want that running back getting to the second level where your defensive backs now have to make plays. Those guys are paid to cover. And, yes, they are paid to cover wide receivers, to make sure that they don't get open, not to make tackles consistently. So the defensive line, the linebackers, got to do a better job stopping this run.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Fires to the big fella. The stiff arm, and now he's got room. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. This is the game-winning play. Win it or lose it on this field goal attempt. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And this will be for the win. What a way to finish the comeback. They were left for dead, and they came back and win it with a walk-off field goal. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to